I'll get a different one. Would you say that the bottom picture of the opening ceremony was trying to depict or make a mockery of the Last Supper?
No, but that's because I already know of Dionysus. So
Okay, so let's say prior to, would you think that these individuals were trying to mock the Last Supper, or that they were trying to depict something else?
I'd say they look similar.
Okay, I'll go ahead, observant.
I just want to point out that this is a still. She's not actually looking at the entire performance. And so, yeah, I could take a still of a movie and put it up to something that's similar and ask you the same question. And without the full context, you would probably say the same thing, which to me is intellectually dishonest.
Go get the video. We'll do it that way.
I mean, I'm not the one that's dying on the hill that you think that this performance is a mockery of the Last Supper.
Well, listen, if you're going to make the claim that I'm not showing the entire thing and it's a still instead of the full,
it's not a claim. That's true.
I'm going to ask you to go get. Fine, then go get the video so we can see the whole thing. And
no, I'm pointing out that you pointing this picture and putting it up beside the Last Supper without giving the full context of the performance, because again, it's a comparison of a painting to a performance. Is not enough context for a person to make that kind of decision.
That performance was way too fucking long. Clearly,
exactly, which is why we're having this discussion now based on this still.
Observant. We're not upset at the entirety of the performance. Only this portion, which depicts the Last Supper. You're being
again.
So
is this part of the? Is this part of the performance?
This is insane to me. You are literally being so dishonest. It's fucking
no, I'm
crazy.
not. You're the one that's taking one piece of an entire performance and comparing it to a picture.
I didn't say the entire performance. I said this part specifically.
This part of the performance doesn't exist in a vacuum. That is the point.
About the fucking horse, when I talked about the horse, I didn't say that was a fucking mockery either.
But
so we're being willfully obtuse here, bro. It's crazy.
Do you think this is depicting the Last Supper?
Yes, 1000%. Not a doubt in my mind.
Yeah, but do you guys know of the painting of the Feast of Dionysus?
Yeah, yes. We've gone through that.
So why would you think that it's the Last Supper as opposed to a Greek? What? Wait, why wouldn't it be depicting a picture that's similar but of Greek festivities when the Olympics is? I'm confused.
Okay, because I already gave my evidence before. I know that the Feast of Gods is there, and they tried to nitpick with the one up top and the one of the Feast of the Gods. We looked at the comparison of the one from the Feast of Gods and the one below, and there were staunch fucking differences in that one as well. What I do know, and I said this before,
based on this fucking still, not based on the entire performance, T-Bone.
Hey, I'm about to drop out, but I do want to add something real quick, and this is just directly to Queen Bull. Trying to draw a line to straight to pedophilia just based on being Greek, when you have to realize that almost every religion during that time was already doing pedophilia, or what we would consider as pedophilia today, because remember how old was the Virgin Mary?
Why include the child in the painting right now?
They have paintings like that in Christianity. They have it in the
they have it in what? They have it everywhere. With a bunch of drag queens in the painting, in the performance.
You're an idiot. That's not a painting.
It's a performance.
Performance.
They don't have a naked baby.
So why include a child though with a bunch of drag queens?
Where are you getting this wild ass shit from?
Wait, Alabaster, can you ask the idiot a question? Do children not do dance performances?
That's pedophilic. Thank you.
So children doing dance. So children engaging in dance.
Wait. So me being in dance choir back when I was in elementary school counted as pedophilia.
Not just performances, drag performances.
Also, T-Bone. That's what makes it more like the Feast of Dionysus. Is that there were children in the Feast of Dionysus photo? I mean, I'm painting.
Yeah, but
So if anything, that makes it more like the Feast of Dionysus than the Last Supper. So why would that not be the comparison?
You know that, Adorna.
It's Q. Just to be clear, it's QB who's making that claim.
I am. I'm making that claim 100%. So like,
and that's why I'm shooting it down, because I think it's completely dumb when you have a religion.
This is the case.
When you talk,
I was talking. Let's say this is the case, right? Let's say that's what he meant to depict. You know that, but like to the naked eye and to the world, which is what's happening. Nobody's coming out
Well,
here saying, he didn't come out here saying this is that, this is the other thing, this is this Greek myth. No.
Hey,
This
just
is
to
what
point out,
people
there's
are
more than
seeing.
just one religion.
And it's a mockery of Christianity because the entire thing was a satanic ritual.
Okay. Because you started pissing me off. So can I speak now?
I don't care.
Can I get a show time?
I've literally been
For
raising
what
my
I'm
hand in
finna
the
say,
chat this
because I
whole
know for
time.
what I'm finna say, she's finna interrupt me. So can I get a show time since she got a show time? So nobody don't interrupt me. Because I know she finna. Yeah, she not happy. Aw, crash out bottle body. Now, what I wanted to say was that every time we're talking about the LGBT community, I feel as if there was a child within 50 feet, you will automatically call them a pedophile, which is very weird because there was nothing inappropriate going on within like the whole performance. Second of all, you keep talking. I'm always tell you it's a contradiction. You always talk about pedophilia, yet and still you sit and you give your money and you support one. I don't understand that. Third of all, you keep talking about a mockery of Jesus Christ and you keep talking about a mockery of Christianity, but you cannot be consistent. You are never consistent because when it comes down to your side of the people trying to mock Jesus Christ, y'all are all for it. Y'all sat up here and y'all literally made a mockery by comparing DJT to Jesus. Y'all sat up here and let him compare himself and compare him going to trial and being accused of rape, of him saying that Jesus went through a lot of persecution. I don't understand that. It's not making sense. You're inconsistent. There was nothing going on that depicted the Last Supper in that performance. Nothing besides a long table. If I go and have a long table, I have a group of friends, that mean I'm mocking the Christianity? You sound ridiculous. What does this even have to do with pedophilia? Just because there's children involved? Yo, that mold.
20 seconds. Oh, okay.
No. I'm done. Let Queen go. Because I'm sick of that hoe.
Yeah, so the only person sexualizing children is QB. You cannot say that just because children are performing near drag queens that automatically means that there's pedophilia involved, which is extremely disgusting because children do performances all the time. There are children in the play The Lion King because somebody has to play Simba and Nala. So do you believe that those children performing next to the adult actors are also engaging in pedophilia? Or is it just because they're drag queens? But that's because you don't understand what drag is. There are many performers on Broadway to this day that do not have any affiliation with the LGBTQIA community, but dress up as women or men in order to play their parts. So you're saying that those performances are also pedophilic in order for them to do their jobs? Or is it just because you believe that the LGBTQIA community is inherently pedophilic because you are a fucking bigot? So there are many. Who do you think choreographs a lot of these children's performances? So are your children never allowed to go to involve themselves in school plays? Because an adult most likely is going to teach them the lyrics to fucking The Sun Will Come Out to play in.
Funny how you're like comparing the two. That's weird to me. That's really weird.
No, it's funny how you're fucking stupid.
Queen, that's weird, Queen.
What was inappropriate? But what was inappropriate about the performance?
Queen, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird behavior. That's
Too many people talking at once. Too many people talking at once.
That's weird
You are the only
behavior.
one sexualizing children and being
Weird behavior.
So explain, because you can't explain.
It's weird that you're saying
about it.
you're sexualizing children by saying that I'm sexualizing children over something that's very clear.
Are you stupid?
Something that's very clear, and I'm never going to change my mind. That shit is pedophilic.
So what was inappropriate about it?
And you are supporting it. Sorry.
What was inappropriate?
Sorry, that's weird. It's very weird.
What was inappropriate?
A child sitting at a fucking table with a bunch of drag queens, that's inappropriate.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay, so because they're drag queens, it makes it inappropriate automatically.
I'm sorry, I want to ask QB a question. If these individuals in the back were not drag queens, would you still have the same belief?
I would have the same problem because they're depicting the Last Supper and it's a mockery.
But they're not.
She's being consistent. I mean, damn.
Hold on, but they're not. Hold on, but the problem is that they're not depicting the Last Supper.
Something,
so hold on, wait.
you
So
think
the
that they're
problem is this.
pedophilic?
Wait, hold on. The problem is Christians always censoring themselves. like 50% of France. 50%
Yeah,
of
because
France.
they would never do this to Muslims. They would never do this with Islam. They would never do it with Islam.
I've only
That's
gotten to
why.
speak once. Can I finish what I'm saying? Can I finish what I'm saying? Can I finish what I'm saying? Thank you. 50% of France isn't even Christian.
They
right?
fuck around with Christians all the time.
Shut the fuck up.
Never fuck around with
Shut the
Muslims.
fuck up.
QB,
Let someone
let her
else speak.
finish.
Jesus, you're not the center of attention. Thank you. Yeah. So the idea
You're
that
making me
people
the
are
center of
automatically
attention.
going to, dude, can you act like an adult for once? Can you act like an adult for once? Let other people speak.
Nope.
Jesus. Yeah, I know you don't act like an adult. This is not a question. Jesus. Yeah, the fact of the matter is that half of France isn't even a Christian. So the idea that people have to cater to the feelings and ideas of what Christians might think, oh, they're going to think it's depicted off the Last Supper, is just ridiculous. Other people exist. And in addition to that, the fact that it is not based on the Last Supper. Who cares what you think it looks like? It's not based on that. That should be the end of the discussion. It's not based on that. There are plenty of things in the picture that show that it's not based on that. So what's the issue other than wanting to cry and be victims? You guys are the ones with the victim mentality. Let's talk about that. That's it.
So Adorna, just to be clear, I never made a claim on whether they should or should not be making a mockery of it. I just don't think that it's fair to look at this and not draw the conclusion that they were trying to depict the Last Supper. That was the only thing that I said. We could disagree on that, right?
No. So I think it's okay, right? I think that it's, if you at first thought, because let's say, for example, you are a Christian, and so you first thought, so let's say you're a Christian, so you at first thought that it was based on the Last Supper.
Hold on, give me a second.
That's a picture that you're...
I made the mistake of turning off Showtime.
Yeah, I know. She has no self-control. So if you're a Christian and you thought, or even if you're not a Christian, but you're familiar with the Last Supper and you thought, oh my gosh, this looks like the Last Supper, right? And even if you're initially upset about that, once it's brought out that it's clearly not the Last Supper and you see that there is actually a depiction of something else that's unrelated that it is more closely related to, that should be the end of it. To continue complaining about it after it's been confirmed that that's not what it's depicting is literally victim mentality at that point. You are literally acting like a victim because it's confirmed that that's not what it's based on. What are you crying about?
But to be fair, Adorna, when they came out in the response, they didn't say that they weren't trying to depict the Last Supper. They just said that they weren't trying to disrespect.
Sure, that's cool. That they're not trying to disrespect, but I'm talking about clearly looking at the Feast of Dionysus and seeing that it more closely relates to that, especially including the children, would make more sense, right?
You think it's closer to that than the Last Supper?
Absolutely. Hold on, I can show the Feast of Dionysus. Absolutely. Again, the fact that there are even children in it. For people who haven't seen the Feast of Dionysus, right? So you don't know what we're talking about. Hold on. This is what it looks like right here. This is the Feast of Dionysus. See? Like, this is very similar to the Last Supper. There's a table, there's food, there's people gathered around, there are children, right? So once you hear people stating, it's clearly closer to this. And the Last Supper isn't there. I mean, I don't see people crying about the dogs having dinner at the table. Like, what is the problem? Like, once you see that there's something, and especially with the relation, like, clearly with the association that it's Greek, right? And this is the Olympics, that should be the end of that. What is the issue at this point? I literally don't understand what the issue is at this point, knowing that it's Greek, this is the Olympics, and there's a picture that's more closely related. That should be the end of it.
I
What other
disagree.
Greek reference did they make to in the opening ceremonies?
The Olympics. It being the
No,
Olympics.
what other Greek reference? It was a very,
Yeah, there's plenty. Hold on.
specific
There are plenty of
question.
ceremonies.
It was a very
Is this the first
specific
Olympic
question.
opening ceremony that you've seen?
No, I know.
She
that
said,
this is not-
what else did they do
I
at
know
the
that this
Olympics
is-
that
no,
relates
that's not
to
what I said.
Greek?
That's
The
not what I said.
Olympics.
That's how stupid you are, and how much you're supporting this degeneracy. But anyways, it's very on brand with you, observant. Anyway, so what other?
What degeneracy did you see?
What other reference?
What degeneracy did you see in that performance?
What other reference?
What degeneracy did you see in that
directly to Greek
performance?
mythology, Adorna? The
What
opening
degeneracy
ceremony?
did you see in that performance?
Huh? Adorna?
No, you brought me up?
I
What
don't
other
talk to
degeneracy?
people who
Hold
are
on
funny.
just a second.
I
No,
don't talk to
T-Bone, she
people
brought
who
me
are
up.
funny. I don't talk to
Wait, hold
people who
on.
are funny.
Also, T-Bone, I just to fact check what you
Makes me
said. The
feel icky.
Paris Olympics organizer says that the performance was a nod to Greek mythology.
Wait. Hold on. Okay.
But what?
We're gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna come back to talk on that, but I'm gonna put on Showtime in a second because I know everybody kind of wants to get in on the conversation. But I wanted to let y'all know Wawa is in the request. So damn, that was quick as fuck.
Yeah. So I wanted to know, like, wait, hold on, T-Bone. Let me just ask another question. Let me ask you a question.
Just one more thing. Dan Trell is
Let me ask her. Oh, sorry, T-Bone.
Dan Trell is also in the request.
T-Bone.
Once I answer QB, I can drop for Dantrell.
Okay.
Yeah, so there doesn't have to be multiple things. The fact that the fact that it is based on a Greek ceremony to begin, like the Olympics is based on Greek games, right? And in addition to that, again, looking at the other picture, seeing the other similarities, there doesn't have to be tons of things throughout the ceremony that show that it's, you know, a nod to Greek history or Greek mythology or any of those things. It's the Olympics, and there's a picture that's Greek that's similar.
Part of the big spirit. So I find it funny that you said that even when they said that it wasn't about that, yeah, you guys are still being victims. Yeah, it's very easy to say that after the fact.
But
like,
that's my
very
point.
easy to do.
It is after the fact,
It's
though.
very easy to
now
do
after the fact,
to
and
say
you guys
that
are still
after the fact.
The only false
Yeah.
No,
outcries
but that is literally my
Yeah.
point. You didn't listen to what I
Victims.
stated then, because what I stated was, even if at first you feel that way, I can understand that. However, once it comes out that there is something relating to Greek mythology that's similar and even more closely related, then there's no reason to complain. But here we are, and y'all are still complaining. That's the
So
issue.
CBS News said the organizers behind the Paris Olympics apologized to anyone who was
Yes, they
offended by a
exactly.
tableau that evoked Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper during Friday's opening ceremony and provoked outrage by religious conservatives around the world. The organizers, however, defended the concept behind it. Where on here does it say that it wasn't that? That wasn't the concept?
Hold on, wait. Here you go. Hold on. I'll show you.
that it offended you, not that they did it.
Yes, they didn't apologize for it. They apologized for offending people, but here it goes if you want to see it. And this is from The Hill. Paris Olympics organizer says drag performance was nod to Greek mythology, not Last Supper. There we go.
Okay, so this further says
Jesus,
Da
gonna
Vinci's
continue to argue this
painting,
point.
Da Vinci's painting,
Y'all stay away from black
depicts
moles.
the moment when Jesus Christ declared that an apostle would betray him, blah, blah, blah. The scene during Friday's ceremony on the Dibley Bridge featured DJ and producer Barbara Butch, an LGBTQ plus icon who calls herself a love activist. Butch was wearing a silver headdress that looked like a halo as she got the party going on a footbridge. I mean, I don't see where it says anything about, that would be like the first couple sentences, maybe?
What would be the
I
first
think that
couple of
they're
sentences?
covering their asses. The
be the
Greek
first couple of
mythology
sentences?
thing, the Greek, immediately, if you're getting backlash from the world, that is the first thing you say. Now, I don't see that anywhere in any
It's not
other
the world. Wait,
publication.
not the world.
Yes,
not the
the
world.
world.
Because I don't know if you, like I just stated, even in France, most of it's like pretty even as to who's Christians and who's not. Christians are making a big deal out of it, and people who grew up in Christianity are making a big deal about it. That's not the world. I'm in the world, not making a big deal about it.
So because
that's the world.
you believe you believe in degeneracy, that's why.
Yeah, okay.
Your
I think
judgment
you're
is not
degenerate.
like
I think
important.
you're also doing things that
Your
are degenerate. So
judgment is
apparently
not
you do
important,
too.
girl.
You also
Like, if
believe in
you think it's
degeneracy,
wrong,
apparently.
if you
but you
think it's
also
not
believe
wrong,
in degeneracy, QB.
Girl,
you also believe in
if
degeneracy.
you don't think it's not wrong,
QB,
if you think it's
also
not wrong,
believe in
wait,
degeneracy.
Wait, hold on.
You
What do I
also
believe
believe
in that's degeneracy?
in degeneracy.
What do I believe in that's degenerate?
Showing
What?
tatas online is degenerate to me.
Oh,
Now what?
so that's showing
Now what?
tatas. So you don't love
Now
sexual
what?
liberation?
Now what?
You're not.
Now
Yeah, 'cause
what?
I paid for them. Yeah, 'cause
Now
I
what?
paid for them.
You also
And I don't
believe in
say
degeneracy.
I paid
Now what?
for them.
You
They're
also-
mine.
so-
I paid for them. Are you jealous?
I didn't say you
Are
didn't
you
pay for them.
jealous, girl?
I didn't say
Girl,
you didn't pay
you
for them. I
sound
didn't
like
say you
you
couldn't.
full
But you
stop,
also
full stop,
believe in
everybody.
degeneracy.
You sound
You're
like
just
you
being a
sleep
hypocrite.
over it,
You're just
girl.
being a hypocrite. You're
You
just
sound like
being a
you
hypocrite.
sleep over it.
You're just being a
You
hypocrite.
sleep over it.
You're just being a hypocrite.
I'm gonna show them even
Hold on
more
just a
now.
second. Hold on just a
Fantastic.
second.
Hold on,
Even more
baby.
now.
I didn't say that you
Just
couldn't.
piss you
I didn't say
off.
that you couldn't. I said that you're
Just
being a
to
hypocrite.
piss you off.
I
So
don't
you're
care
saying
that you do.
so that
Babe,
you're
I don't
saying
care that you do.
showing your breasts.
Show
So-
nipples
so
all
showing
day.
cleavage
Show
is
nipples all
degeneracy.
day. I don't care that
showing
you do.
cleavage
I
is
didn't say you
degeneracy?
couldn't. I said that you're
So
being a
showing
hypocrite.
cleavage is
You are
degeneracy?
being a hypocrite.
So
You are being a
showing
hypocrite.
I don't think showing
You are
cleavage is
being
Queen is in the request. Beauty by Will is in the request, and Dan Trell is in the request. If anybody wants to drop,
Can I say something before I drop? I can drop.
Yeah, sure. Go. Let me say this because you got 3 minutes. I wanna say something. This is from one of the people that were in the drag show. It says, an apology means recognizing a mistake that you deliberately did something to harm, which was not the case, Barden says. There's another that says, what bothers people isn't that we were reproducing this painting, Barden says. What bothers people is that queer people were reproducing it. So if the person right here, Barden, is saying, well, the problem isn't that we were trying to reproduce the picture, then how in the hell are we still having this conversation? Are you kidding me? Case fucking closed. They literally said that it was depicting the fucking painting.
Bruh. No, but I just wanted to say, and I'll drop for whoever else was in the thing. This is exactly why, as a Christian, I can still say I fucking hate Christianity. It is probably the most dangerous weapon of mass destruction. I think it's definitely more harmful than a nuke. It's been so harmful over history since its inception. Has unalived people, started wars. It has a whole community scared to be themselves. So I just fucking hate it. To center yourselves at the fucking Olympics, so this shit has absolutely nothing to do with you. It's just fucking, you're fucktard. I fucking hate people. So that's just my stance on it, bro. I mean, Nadia, I know I don't want to disinvalue or invalidate how people feel about this shit, but it's just so fucking, I don't think that if this was so this is why I'm just like, fuck Christianity, right? And that's just, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm dropping one.
Appreciate that, FB. I'm gonna go get a popsicle.
Wait, I thought he was on Showtime.
Well, hold up. Why are you screaming my name like you pay my bills?
You've been on my ass. No, bro.
So, like, can I get a cash app before you start screaming my name like that?
No, you will not accept evidence to the contrary. You just think it has to be this thing, and that's the thing that I don't get. Like, you be saying that you be listening and you be trying to be objective, but you are not in this way. You are just, it is this way. They're doing all this shit. And I'm like, you still haven't shown, and I don't know, did T-Bone show today, Observant, that it was a mockery outside of these people being queer?
Nope. And Queen got on that ass just like we got on that ass yesterday, and he still hasn't pointed it out.
Hey, can I get the name of the performer, please?
I'm not sure if it was. Hold on.
And T-Bone, I mean, I can say this as someone who works in performing arts.
Say it again. I can't hear you.
As someone who works in the performing arts, a performer isn't necessarily the inspiration or anyone that's going to be able to talk about that. I can show you. This is makeup by Noel.
I'm the only art professor on this panel.
Oh, well, excuse me, D'Antrell. I'm a makeup artist. Give me a break.
Don't try